Welcome to Hoops Archives, where we focus on sharing real and interesting player stories on and off the NBA court. Subscribe to our channel to help you discover a more interesting NBA. They used to be the team with the highest market value in the NBA for a long time, but they always struggled to acquire the strongest players in the league. This video takes you through the transformation of the New York Knicks from a weak team for many years to a strong team in the Eastern Conference today. Back in 2010, in order to build a strong and luxurious lineup, Knicks owner James Dolan spent a lot of money to trade for Amar'e Stoudemire and Carmelo Anthony. In the sports world, people generally believe that money will bring good results. In their first season together, they helped the Knicks return to the playoffs after a lapse of 7 years. After achieving some success, James Dolan increased his investment and successively signed Tyson Chandler, J.R. Smith, Jason Kidd, and Andrea Bargnani. During this period, the team's record did improve, and the Knicks made it to the Eastern Conference semifinals in the 2013 playoffs. However, with increasing capital investment, the momentum of rising results has become weaker and weaker, and even ranked 9th in the Eastern Conference in 2014 and missed the playoffs. At this time, James Dolan was impatient. The Knicks, who had no hope of winning the championship, decided to dismantle the lineup and only retain the core player Carmelo Anthony. In the 2014 to 2015 season, the first year when Derek Fisher was the head coach of the Knicks, the team's record was even worse. Under Derek Fisher's coaching, the Knicks had a chance to get the first pick. That season, the Knicks only won 17 games, ranking last in the Eastern Conference and second to last in the league. However, in the lottery that year, the Knicks only drew the 4th pick. In the 2015 draft, the Knicks selected the promising Kristaps Porzingis with the 4th pick, and then traded Tim Hardaway Jr. for Jerian Grant. In the first season of Kristaps Porzingis and Carmelo Anthony, the Knicks did not make much of a splash. That season, they only ranked 13th in the Eastern Conference. In the summer of 2016, the Knicks had a turnaround. They traded Jose Calderon, Robin Lopez and Jerian Grant for the youngest MVP winner Derrick Rose, Justin Holiday and a 2017 second-round pick. In addition, the Knicks also made great efforts in the NBA free agency, signing Joakim Noah, Courtney Lee and Brandon Jennings. However, New York fans were not optimistic about the Knicks lineup at the time. The strength of this lineup seemed to be strong on the surface, but in fact, its strength was limited. Because most of the players recruited by the Knicks at that time were on the decline in their careers, including the former core of the Bulls, Derrick Rose. This conclusion was confirmed shortly after the start of the season. Derrick Rose was plagued by injuries in the 2016 to 2017 season. He was constantly injured and played only 64 games throughout the season. Although Derrick Rose's performance in all aspects has improved compared to the first 3 years of his career with the Bulls, the slower Derrick Rose's offensive threat has become very limited. Carmelo Anthony still averaged a stable 22.4 points per game, while Joakim Noah, Courtney Lee and Kristaps Porzingis were all unable to handle the heavy responsibility. The Knicks continued to miss the playoffs that season. In the 2017 draft, the Knicks selected Frank Ntilikina, Damian Dotson and Onyen Yerimaz with the 8th, 44th and 58th picks respectively, missing out on potential rookies such as Donovan Mitchell and Bam Adebayo. In addition, the Knicks signed Tim Hardaway Jr. for $71 million for 4 years. After replacing the general manager with Scott Perry, the team immediately adjusted its policy and rebuilt around Kristaps Porzingis. The first step Scott Perry took was to let go of Derrick Rose, who became a burden, and then he immediately joined the Cleveland Cavaliers. The second step was to trade Carmelo Anthony to the Thunder. After Carmelo Anthony left the team, Kristaps Porzingis officially became the core of the team. However, things did not go as planned. In the first season when Kristaps Porzingis played as the core, he suffered an injury. In the game against the Bucks, Kristaps Porzingis accidentally injured when landing, resulting in his cruciate ligament tear and season reimbursement. This caused him to miss that season and the first half of the following season. Kristaps Porzingis, who had just started to get better, fell to the bottom again, which was undoubtedly a major blow to him. At the same time, this also made New York fans feel hopeless. The Knicks had to reconsider whether the injury-prone Kristaps Porzingis was suitable for the future of the team. In the 2018 offseason, the team fired Jeff Hornacek, who performed poorly, and hired David Fizdale as the new head coach. The Knicks then selected Kevin Knox with the 9th pick in the draft and Mitchell Robinson with the 36th pick. In the 2018 to 2019 season, the Knicks, who lacked Kristaps Porzingis, received little attention. In addition, the draft success rate in recent years was not high, so the Knicks completely became a bottom-ranked team this season. After an unsatisfactory half-season, Scott Perry, who lost his patience, decisively traded Kristaps Porzingis, Courtney Lee, Tim Hardaway Jr. and Trey Burke to the Mavericks in exchange for Dennis Smith Jr., DeAndre Jordan and Wesley Matthews, as well as a 2021 and a 2023 first-round pick. Through this transaction, the Knicks officially entered the second reconstruction in 2 years. At the same time, the Knicks also cleared out $74 million in salary space. In the second half of the season, the Knicks, who were in a period of transition, completely played badly and strived for the first pick. In the 2019 lottery, the Knicks, Cavaliers and Suns, who all had a 14% chance of winning the first pick, drew the 3rd, 5th and 6th picks respectively, while the first pick was won by the Pelicans, who only had a 6% chance. The Knicks then used the pick to select R.J. Barrett. In the 6 months since Kristaps Porzingis left the team, the Knicks quickly found the second core of the team. It was just that it would take time to see whether R.J. Barrett could take on this important task. In the summer of 2019, 2 top scorers, Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, appeared in the NBA free agency. Knicks owner James Dolan was very interested in them, but they had been lagging behind other teams in negotiations. James Dolan's sincerity was obviously insufficient, and he was always skeptical of Kevin Durant, who had an Achilles tendon injury. In the end, the Knicks lost to the Brooklyn Nets, a team in the same city, in the battle for Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. As a second choice, the Knicks signed Reggie Bullock Jr. and Julius Randle. As a loyal fan of the Knicks, American sports TV personality Stephen A. Smith was very dissatisfied with the Knicks and even threw away Julius Randle's jersey during the show. In the 2 seasons with Julius Randle and R.J. Barrett as the core, the Knicks performed mediocrely. Frankly speaking, if the 2 of them could carry the team, there would be no wonderful story of New York fans and Trae Young. After 2 bad seasons, the Knicks ushered in their real core. In the summer of 2022, the Knicks officially announced that they had signed Jalen Brunson, who had performed well in the playoffs in the past, for $104 million for 4 years. Just as fans mocked the Knicks for being stupid and rich, Jalen Brunson quickly began to prove himself. The 6.1-foot-tall guard showed great scoring ability, and his ability to lead the team even surpassed that of Julius Randle and R.J. Barrett. Jalen Brunson, who took over the team leader position, helped the Knicks return to the playoffs after many years with an average of 24 points and 6.2 assists per game. He averaged 30 points 10 times in his personal season, 40+ twice, and broke his personal career scoring record with 44 points. Jalen Brunson led the Knicks to eliminate the Cavaliers led by Donovan Mitchell in the first round of the playoffs, but faced the Black 8 Miracle Heat in the second round, and the Knicks regretfully lost. Although they stopped in the second round of the playoffs, the Knicks have had a successful season. In the past 2023 to 2024 season, Jalen Brunson still performed very well. With the addition of OG Anunoby, Josh Hart and Dante DiVincenzo, Tom Thibodeau's tactical tilt, the Knicks became a strong team in the Eastern Conference. Unfortunately, they lost the Eastern Conference semifinals against the Pacers due to injuries that season. In the past offseason, the Knicks lineup has been upgraded again. They acquired Mikal Bridges, the top 3D player in active service, through a trade. Therefore, for teammates from Villanova University, Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, Dante DiVincenzo and Mikal Bridges gathered in New York, which made many fans look forward to the Knicks next season. Will the four guys from Villanova University have another dream championship season in New York? This episode is coming to an end, and everyone is welcome to leave comments. Please like and subscribe and click the bell icon to get new video updates. There's even more great stuff on my channel homepage. Thank you for watching.